Alright, so how's it going, everyone? We're back playing some Metaphor. And before we start here, I thought it'd be kind of funny to ask ChatGPT. I asked, so if I'm at the part of the game with the mission, meet Rella at the church, how much longer is the rest of the game to beat? And according to ChatGPT, players report that after this mission, you're roughly 85% through the main story. If you're focusing solely on the main storyline, you can expect 5 to 8 more hours of gameplay, depending on your pace and difficulty. You're also engaging side quests, yes. Follower bonds, yes. Exploration, yes. Could take an additional 10 to 15 hours. Because it's like, I think we can find a balance in there. Because I am trying that. My one friend said that I still have like two, there's gonna be 2 new, whatchamacallit, people, group, party members or whatever. That we'll get.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment.
Wait, have we talked to her before?
Hello. How can I help you?
There's someone else looked totally like her. And it's not Juno.
Sorry for all of us storming the place. And you.
Oh, she's okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Right.
She was the one that was like at the top, and they like caught her off guard and asked her to do a speech or something.
Sister.
Yeah.
Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the
I guess that's good
ceremony.
She trusts us.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden in Tilbrile Haven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
In a way. But yeah, we can find a balance in there of just doing main story. Like,
where did you get this?
We won't. It'll probably take us like 20 more hours.
But could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Okay. Popularly known as a curse.
Yeah, okay.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Oh, that looks so weird because Heismay's character on the screen was like
Knight of the Crown.
Just above his head in the talking.
That is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As his royal guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere.
Isn't forgiveness part of being holy?
To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula.
Wait, are these characters on the cover?
From what I can tell, this
like the video
spell's
game?
effects are
enduring.
As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect
See
shall
Maria,
never
Hulk,
fade. The trouble
Troll,
is,
Heisman.
while most curses simply consume
What's
the magic
that,
released in the
Katarina,
moment's
whatever?
casting,
There's
this one
Regatta,
is designed to perpetually
Grievous,
draw on the magic of the caster.
Catgirl,
So as
mom.
long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide.
Wait, so who are
Sounds
the
just
other two
like him.
characters?
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
I'm jotting it down.
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
A car just drove by the
No,
house.
you've done plenty.
It's 3 a.m.
Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
She won't need it.
She's strong enough to do that herself.
She is. I know she's far stronger than I am. But she'll charge headlong into any danger, so please,
Yeah.
watch over her. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna
No one's
is
watching this,
welcome here, so
so
stop
no one can
by
remind me
anytime
of-
you like.
The curse is
In
impossible
the last
to break.
recording, did I say I got a Nintendo Switch 2? That was earlier today. Well, yesterday.
Did I miss
Actually,
a
it's probably
funeral?
around this time.
I've
3
never
a.m.
seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
Yeah, I think I did.
The
'Cause I
only
think I
way
remember
left is to
chancing it
take
'cause I was
down Luis himself.
looking for Pokemon
The
cards on Target.
impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll.
Because I saw they were in stock.
now-
And then,
We are no further than when we started.
Plenty
then
of
I saw
assassins
Nintendo
have
Switch
come
too,
for
so-
Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
uh-oh.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what.
Sorry, I
The
kind of
royal
haven't been
magic's not
paying
an
attention.
absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
We take Juna out in public. We might try to. We can't risk. Oh. Oscar still run away from people.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva.
A diva.
And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath.
Oh,
You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now.
I like that. Just like she's just
Let's
wearing
think
some
about
like
this some more
short
tomorrow.
dress, and then just one shoulder pad armor. Like,
By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since
Love
I saw
thinking.
Luis's
It's on the words.
Skyrunner in the
Text.
air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation.
wait,
and
so
you
what
start
are his
wondering
wings
if
supposed
there
to
was
do?
any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though,
Oh, is this why like you
and got myself all
You're
crunched
just
up
wings
in
or
the
something?
process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
Can I go to bed now?
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. And here I sit moping, The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies.
Okay.
It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Okay. Change or add plus A to form. Whoever members gain less XP.
So?
What now?
Oh. Why is Heis made out? Wasn't it better in the they're in the tank in the back line, right? They take less damage?
All right. Right. Got it.
Well, it said like not to take her out with us.
Really? Time for bed.
Who cares over town? Bag of cotton. Beanbag tray.
Really?
I hate hearing that heartbeat noise. Guess all we can do is sleep.
Sure.
Good night.
The age draws near. A what?
Oh, good. You're still awake.
What?
What's the matter?
Something on your mind?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
What?
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I
Wait,
thought
where
I
are the
was
Maglet
fine
keys?
doing all that
Oh.
infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
You never read it? Okay.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. How inspiring.
Wish that were true.
It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status.
There's definitely a song, and I'm pretty sure
we Nydia.
like Lil Jon sings
liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless.
Wait, that's not
just
Lil Jon.
a fact of our
Who does
birth.
We Ready?
So I learned some glamours to make myself at least
That song is
look
sick.
valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really.
Lil Jon's that
a gilded
To the Window to the
mask
Wall
for the
song.
world to
That would
admire. Or not.
I think that transcends
No, do forgive me.
culture.
That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
It's gonna be like a Bond or something.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we?
Okay.
In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore...
In the end,
Is that weird
everyone
guy?
but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right. Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man. Where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall, and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now, here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Okay. Already afternoon.
And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne!
Oh, I need to pause recording real quick. Okay.
First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them
Wait,
a
20
hand.
faces go on the rock?
No sign of Luis.
There's 3.
Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
Okay.
What?
The hell is that?
A relic?
Don't worry.
Dude, this
we're happy to
shithead, dude.
explain
Look at this
everything.
guy. He
You'll
sucks.
not want to forget this. So, we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
Oh.
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage
Oh, she's
our
in the
guide,
thing.
our songstress, the lovely
Yo, that
Lady
outfit, what the hell?
Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital
Definitely
of the
revealing.
Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please
Isn't
deliver
that a
them to their rightful
place
place
in Grand Theft Auto
in
3?
God's hands.
No, it's Epburn.
May
Heights.
all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Get to the payphone in Epburn Heights. Yeah, I should play that again.
What a real presence before
I need
a
to play
crowd,
Vice
doesn't it?
City. I
This
need
is
to
any
play
plucks at your heart.
not games I've played previously.
Focus.
I need to play all these new games I've done.
Altaberry
50-something
will
games.
begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This 2-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
And now, fighting.
They're unabashedly ordering them to
Dude,
steal
this
relics
guy
from pagan land
sucks.
now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What new low?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
I mean, that guy's...
But in our
Okay, well, the
case,
guy's armor sucks.
We won't even know what we're doing
I
until
don't
Luis
even know
gives the
that,
order.
Either way,
That's what I mean,
we're
that guy
bound for
sucks.
Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Why's her shoulder hurt?
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're
now
back,
she doesn't
Lord
have
Luis.
an arm pad.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell
God.
incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya.
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What do you mean, a finale?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me.
Please no, dude.
You will acquire it in time for
dragons
Saints'
are really cool, but
And
video
bring it to
game
me.
dragons are
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest
Especially
assured,
Elden
my
Ring
other
dragons.
agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue.
Elden Ring,
I've no urgent
Skyrim.
need for this lance.
I don't think there's a
Nor for
video
them,
game that's
should they
made
say.
dragon fights.
I'll go
like,
along and
actually
keep
fun.
an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we
Vanilla
find this
does not
fancy lamp?
trust.
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Back then, I'm not sure it's called.
All right.
Videos. Let's
Oi
go.
there.
Well, that was a whole 28 minutes of not doing anything. Again. Straight up Yakuza cutscenes. But yeah, I'm still liking this game. I think it's fun.
What now?
We're gonna finish it. Well, according to ChatGPT, we're 85% of the way done. But yeah, we'll do a new recording. I need to start, like I said before, I need to start live streaming this because I really don't like stopping after starting and stopping after stopping and then starting after like 30 minutes. Just because it's like way easier to upload 30-minute YouTube videos under 30. So yeah, we'll be back.